we have all of these brand new Pokemon EX cards coming out in just a month or so, and we're going to talk about if they're any good. Hey, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today I'm doing a webcam battle with no one other than, with none other? That's not English. I'm doing a webcam battle with, with Justin Basil, and Justin Basil, big time friend of the channel. So if you want to go check out everything Justin Basil, YouTube, website, which is a phenomenal website for resources and information about cards, all that kind of stuff, what's coming up, please go check out the links in the video description. I have a link to the Twitter as well. Puts out these really cool like meta infographics and everything. The man does it all, honestly. So please go check out Justin Basil. And if you're it's gonna be one of those days. If you're in the mood to click stuff, you can click subscribe and leave a like on this video, because those things tell YouTube this is a good channel. Other people should watch it. Now, I guess we're gonna chat about his initial thoughts, because Justin Basil's been doing a lot of different testing and trying out different decks, post-rotation decks on his YouTube channel. So we're going to ask his thoughts about the power level of some decks, and then we're going to get into a battle. So let's just go and check in with Justin Basil. Justin Basil, welcome. I was going to say welcome back, but you're here pretty often.
I think we just need to start a podcast at this rate.
A very quick aside, I would love to do that. I used to run a podcast with my wife where we debunked science myths and misconceptions. We stopped it because I couldn't pronounce myths and we stopped it because I can't say words.
I get it.
But yeah, she always did the intro, and she could speak better than I can. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to come hang out, talk some Pokemon. We'll play a couple of games. I just want to jump right into it. First off, I guess we're not going to jump right into it. How you been? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm here, so it's already a good start. How's that?
It's the perfect answer. Now we can jump right into it. Triple Beat, which is the next set in Japan, we're getting the final reveal for that set today, or we expect to get it today. Is there anything that you think we're gonna see that's super crazy, or something that you're hoping that we see?
What do I think we're actually going to see? We'll probably see one more Pokemon X and another supporter, maybe another item card or tool card, and that's about it. Okay. As far as impactful stuff, I actually don't expect to see very much more. I think we've seen the bulk of the impactful stuff in this set already,
which isn't really that much as far as I can remember. There's nothing aside from Jet Energy that really stands out to me as that I can even remember as being oh yeah, we got to keep an eye on that. Am I wrong?
Jet Energy for sure. I think Luminous Energy is also very good. And then there's a Stadium card that I'm forgetting the name of off the top of my head that's also extremely good.
Okay.
But the bigger ones I think are actually Meowscarada X and Skeledirge. I think both of those are pretty decent decks that we need to keep our eyes on. I do think they're going to be noteworthy.
Okay. Well, I hope I'm wrong. I want more and new things to be good and popular, especially things that aren't psychic type decks. But whatever. So, speaking of decks that are new and popular, you've been doing a lot of testing for the post-rotation format, and I just wanted to get your thoughts. You've been doing that on your YouTube, and I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, links in the video description, all that kind of stuff. You should go watch it. But I want to get your thoughts. We've seen some early results from Japan. They've already rotated, plus your testing. What are the top 3 decks, according to Justin Basil, in the post-rotation format?
Okay, so at the very top is Lost Zone whatever. Whether that's regular Lost Zone Box, Lost Zone Giratina, Lost Zone something, it's that.
Okay.
That is your top deck, period. That engine is just extremely good, and Sableye in a format with a bunch of squishy babies, it hurts.
Okay.
Especially when both Water Energy and Big Parasol are rotated.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You're gone. Yeah, it hurts. So yeah, that anything lost in bar.
Okay, that's good.
Beside that, I think Lugia is still probably very good. I don't know if it's necessarily top three. Miraidon also pretty good. Maybe top three, probably bottom. Yeah. And Gardevoir also is also fairly good.
Okay.
But Lost in Box is just such a dominant force.
Yeah.
Mew actually no, Mew is definitely still in top three.
Yeah. I was gonna
So
ask about
it'd be
that.
like Mew and Miraidon, and then it's like those five is what it is. Mew is probably second or third though.
Okay, so I asked for
Mew
three.
is
We got
very strong.
five. We got an extra bonus too. So we got Lost Zone. So,
Yeah,
Lost Zone on the top. Definite. That's okay. And
there's zero doubt about that. Lost in Box is just insane.
then we got somewhere between 2 and 5. Mew, Miraidon, Gardevoir, and I don't remember the last one.
I don't either, as it turns out. Lugia.
Lugia, right. The deck that I'm
Yeah.
gonna be playing post rotation, Lugia.
Everybody's like, it's gone. No, it's not. It's
No.
just changing.
It is, yeah, it's changing for the better, for the more culture matured individual, for a more refined palette, a silky smooth. It's gonna be, oh god, I can't wait. I already,
Strike Lugia.
I didn't wait. I took single strike Lugia to Knoxville and made day 2.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
That's really freaking exciting to bring a deck that nobody expected and to do well with it.
No one, oh my god, I did a whole video about it, but no one did expect it, and I made a few people very unhappy with it, but
This deck, it's the Spanish Inquisition because nobody expects it.
yeah, well, okay. So, what, despite the loss, I want to take a minute to focus on Lost Zone decks because they're losing quite a bit. They're losing Training Court, they're losing Ordinary Rod, they're losing, most notably, Scoop Up Net. So, what is it about Lost Zone decks, despite losing some pretty important pieces, keeps it so good? Like, how does it function so well still?
So Beach Court helps, but honestly, it doesn't really even matter. Like you're still running high counts of switching cards, like Switch Cart,
Right.
And Escape Rope. It turns out Comfy and Color's Experiment, they're still good. Like Scoop Up Net makes you a little fancier, but ultimately, it just doesn't matter enough for like the deck doesn't care enough about Scoop Up Net being gone. It just doesn't.
Okay. I mean, as someone who does enjoy Lost Zone decks, I'm kind of happy about it. As someone who doesn't like to play against Lost Zone decks, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
Because we're losing powerful colorless energy, and Stoutland with powerful colorless energy was the best answer to Lost Zone decks for Lugia. So, you got to figure something else out. But, I mean,
Bring out those Gradient VMAX.
I don't have space for that. I'm already running a VMAX. So what are you trying to do to me? Okay.
I mean, it's jank anyway.
So, what? As I mentioned, you've done a lot of testing, and was there something that you thought was going to be better than it actually turned out to be? Like, was there something that you were just really disappointed in how it performed, or just the overall strategy combo just wasn't there? What's a deck that you are really upset by?
I don't know if I have any of those, to be honest. I kind of pretty accurately guessed how good all of them were going to be.
Okay.
I think the closest to that would probably be Arcanine X. I expected it to be mid, and it was like, no. Let's be bad.
Well, yeah,
it was-
I didn't think it was going to be anything worth even bothering, really.
The tech cost is really high. Now, Scarlet helps a lot. So the first version we tested on the streams and stuff was bordering on a non-functional. It frequently didn't even get attacks off.
Ooh.
The newer, that like Gyarados was one that we tested. I knew that one Gyarados was going to be awful. I did a bonus video on it that released this last Wednesday, and it was so terrible. I don't remember if it even got an attack off in either of the games it played. It was just awful. I knew it would be, but it wanted to prove it.
Yeah,
but no, Arcanine just. With the Cerulege, I keep saying Cerulege. Armourouge, with Armourouge, it's okay. So like it can function, it does work, but it's not good.
So today we're going to be trying two Scarlet and Violet decks, two brand new Pokemon EX decks. Um, which one are you playing?
I'm going to play a Jank deck. From what I understand, you're playing one too.
Yeah.
I am playing Spidops for the lulz.
Okay.
So Spidops, let me see if I can find one of these ugly guys here.
Spidops does more damage based on retreat cost.
Yeah, it
And
does. So here's the beautiful proxy. So Spidops is the trap territory ability to increase your retreat cost, and it does damage based on that retreat cost.
If only Galarmine wasn't rotating.
It'd be so much better with Gallarmine.
Well, I'm playing the lovely Koraidon EX, and I got a fairly nice proxy printed here. It just wants to discard energies early game, accelerate the energies with the Dino Cry ability, put them onto a Pokemon, and just slap really hard. You really want to go first with this deck so you can use that ability because it does end your turn, which I think... I don't know why it ends your turn. It's not that good of an ability where it's like, I think it needs to end your turn. It's not like you're drawing cards. You're not like... And it has to go to basic fighting Pokemon. So it's not like you're just getting free energy acceleration to anything. It's basic fighting energy to basic fighting Pokemon. So it's super limited, and I think it's too limited to warrant ending your turn.
I think they realized that Zacian V was like really stupid broken and went, let's nerf the hell out of that, but do the same idea.
But they, Zacian gets to draw cards, which is why it's really good. And it self-accelerates. I mean, this could self-accelerate too, but the energy has to be in the discard, so it's an extra step as opposed to just drawing cards for free, basically. I see why Intrepid Sword ended your turn. That's a stupid good ability, as you mentioned, but I just think this is a little too weak to be super useful. But we're going to try it anyway. Let's go ahead and get this battle underway.
Alrighty.
Okay. Good luck.
Best of luck. So you're starting at DNC.
You mind shifting over just a little to the left? And pull.
Shifting this a bit to the left?
You don't have to move, just you're active.
This guy.
Yeah, perfect. And pull it down just a little. Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Oh, hi. Cats are messing with the lighting. Fantastic. Hey, do you mind? I'm going to draw to start my turn.
You took your mulligan draw, yes?
Yes, I have taken a mulligan draw.
Excellent, excellent.
She really wants to rub her face on the lights.
Okay. I mean, maybe they're warm.
They are not really warm. They're LED lights, so they're not very
I don't know what to tell you. The cats are weird.
No, I'm not disputing that. That's how they are. They're both ridiculous.
So you went and got a Tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
Using the returning Nest Ball. Search a deck for a basic Pokemon and put it directly onto your bench. So not able to use Luminion's ability with something like Nest Ball because Luminion does require you to go from the hand to the bench, not the deck to the bench. And I guarantee someone's going to make that mistake, so I say it as often as I can.
Yeah, it's really common.
We got the Ultra Ball after attaching to the Leafeon to get rid of a Pokegear and a Grass Energy. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go back in, but I think it's best I do.
I don't blame you. And you'll still have the opportunity to use Greening Cells to get a Grass Energy onto one of those Tarantulas.
I'm going to go ahead and actually get that out. I'm trying to decide, because I think I probably just attached the Leafeon V, because you probably can't knock me out this turn, right? So, probably just go off the Leafeon V.
I would say probably, just because I got this Diancie in the active. You know that I'm playing Koraidon, which needs energies in the discard, and Koraidon's ability ends my turn, so probably not going to even get an attack off this turn at all, unless things go pretty poorly.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call that's a turn.
All right, well.
Green cells.
We'll take my turn. Oh, it turns out I had a Roxanne in here.
Oh. So
So,
much for needing any edits, huh?
yeah, right? We're going to go double nest ball. And we're
Wow,
going to,
Mr. Fancy Pants with the double nest balls.
I know. And we are going to, I think we're going to go Koraidon Great Tusk. Because worst case scenario, Great Tusk can do at least like a 40 chip damage into that Leafeon to make it so that I can one-shot it next turn. And Great
Okay.
Tusk is not weak to grass, so I don't think you're going to do 250 this next turn to KO it. So, feeling pretty decent about that. Alright, so we're shuffled. We get to play Gutsy Pickaxe. Look at the top card of my deck. Will reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a fighting energy, attach it to one of my bench Pokemon. If it's not, I just draw it. It's not, so I just draw it.
Okay.
This isn't very good. I have to research, unfortunately, the Roxanne, Drapion, Lumineon. This was not a great starting hand. So,
I'm seeing that.
okay. Well, we can attach a Rock Chest Plate to the Great Tusk, since that's probably going to be an attacker of mine. We could bench a Bidoof. We can bench a second Diancie. This way, if I can avoid the escape rope play. Because right now, you can't boss up my Great Tusk or Koraidon, so they are safe. And if you play escape rope to do that, then I can just give you the other Diancie. We have another Gutsy Pickaxe. We get a Forest Seal Stone, which I can't even use because none of my Pokemon are Pokemon V. And
That's rough, buddy.
we'll just pass. Not a single energy card. I saw a lot of cards. Oh, we're going to the Leafeon VMAX, which also does damage based on my retreat cost. Now, I have a retreat cost of 1 with the Diancie, so don't really have to worry too much about anything here, but later, that Great Tusk does have a retreat cost of 4. So that thing's going to get annihilated by Leafeon VMAX. I thought maybe you play Leafeon V-Star, but the VMAX does make sense.
Yeah, I don't mind a one of V-Star just because that gusting effect is pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, it would actually get around your Diancie
It would, because Diancie protects against supporters.
supporter cards, yeah. So that would work, but no, I don't run it, so
I don't think I
going
have.
to.
Now, Spidops, the ability works even when it's on the bench, correct?
Yes. So I'm gonna use Mesagosa.
What does that do?
So it's a Pokeball, basically.
Oh. Flip a coin if head, search your deck for a Pokemon.
Yep.
Nice.
Very good card that sees play in Lugia, actually. When you're wanting those Archeops as fast as possible, Mesagosa is a good option to do that.
I've seen a lot of lists playing what is it? Aroma Incense or whatever the thing is
Yep,
called.
you play that too.
Capturing Aroma.
Yeah, you want everything. That's the problem with Lugia is you need all the things. So
You do need all the things.
all right, so I am doing things. So I got +2 right here against you, plus your base is 1, right?
Yes.
So 1 + 2 is 3.
That's solid
So
math.
6 times 3, that's, yeah, I know, right? 180.
That's more than enough. That's double what I need.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that KO and take the prize card.
All right. Well, with that, I'll promote another Diancie and I'll draw. I'm going to use your Mesagosa. That's a 1, so that's a nice failure. And because I used it and I don't like it, I'm gonna get rid of it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna play B-Bro. I'm gonna Ultra Ball the Forest Seal Stone and the Diancie because I literally don't have a choice. And what can I even get? Okay, well, I guess I'll get the Greninja.
Seems good.
Because at least now I can draw until I have 5 cards in my hand. Haven't played a supporter yet, so if I can't get energies into the discard this turn, I just lose. It's going to be too hard for me to deal with that. It's already very difficult for me to deal with that Leafeon. I mean, I have an idea on how I want to do it, but it's not great. And I will Industrious Incisors for 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish this deck ran some sort of consistency.
So we are going to attach an energy to Great Tusk.
Okay.
I'm going to discard with Radiant Greninja to draw 2. Okay. And then I'll Professor's Research a bunch of stuff. Draw another 7 cards. And then I will use Dino Cry to get these energies out of the discard and put them onto my Great Tusk.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I'm going to play down the Leafeon V. Going to attach the Breath Energy to Leafeon V. And then I'm going to go ahead and research.
So I'm not very comfortable with this setup that I got going on here.
I don't blame you. Trekking shoes. And I think we just Grass Knot for the knockout.
Okay, well, it's fun. I will send up the Greninja, and I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna Ultra Ball this Grant and Lake Acuity. I just want to see what I got in here. Leafeon has how much health?
310.
310. All right. I forgot that I set up hotkeys on my keypad. And so I was doing the math and it was like messing the prizes up.
Oh,
right.
That's fun.
So I'm going to edit that out. I messed up the OBS issue. I Ultra Balled 4 and Arcanine. And now I'm going to Ultra Ball 2 Nest Balls.
Okay.
We'll just take a look. Yeah, it's going to fail. I mean, I can reliably... I mean, you're just going to boss my Great Tusk next turn.
I mean, how much damage would I even be doing right now? I got... Because you have a 4 base, right?
Yeah, so 6...
So 7?
7.
There's 1, 2, 3.
It's more than enough, right?
I mean, I should hope so.
And I'll Beaver for 3. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Attach. I mean, at this point, I could just attach to the Arcanine. And then I'll play Gutsy Pickaxe. Okay. I'll play Gutsy Pickaxe. So this is 5. I need 7. No, I need 8. I need 8. I already attached for turn. See, if I didn't whiff any energies that first turn, we would have been okay. Because the Raihan can get me 7. Oh no, Raihan will only get me 6. Man. This is so bad. How many cards do you have in your hand, by the way?
7.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch cart into the Great Tusk. And then I'm going to play Judge.
Okay.
And we'll draw 4 cards. I'll put I guess the rock chest plate on the Arcanine. Oh, well, maybe. Whatever. We'll still do it. I don't think it matters, because it has a retreat cost of 3 as well. And I'll just hit for 250 with Giganto Tusk. I do 50 damage to myself.
Perfect turn.
Well, this isn't great.
All right, let's see here. I pretty easily take the KO this turn.
Yeah, with anything. So I only have 200. Well, you still have to do 250 because Rock Chest played at Lake Acuity, but attacking with the Leafeon very easily gets you the KO.
Yeah. I think we're just gonna do that. I think we're gonna take the KO. Let's
Okay.
go.
So you got 2 prizes remaining. All right. I'll draw. I'll attach to this Arcanine. You got the Rock Chest Plate. I'll just move that. I'm gonna Greninja. Draw 2. I will play Raihan to put an energy onto this.
That's 4 now onto him.
It is 4. I get to search my deck for anything I want. Doesn't really matter. I'll get a...
That is one small deck, sir.
Yeah, there's like 5 cards in it. And... yeah, we'll just... well, I used the Greninja. We'll just attack with Rock Bullet. And we'll take...
Let's speak him.
yeah, we'll take 3 prizes.
Okay.
If only I could have done that last time.
Yeah. I mean, you would have needed a lot more energy for it, but yeah. Me. I think
I mean, you just need... I'm weak to grass, my guy.
that's what I was just looking at. I wanted to make sure. Start turn.
And now I have a 6 retreat cost.
Yeah.
So you attack for game. Just you need 2 energies, I assume.
Yeah, I need 1 energy more.
Do you have it?
Not at the moment.
I do have effectually 280 health, but well, I actually have 260 health. Is that Messagosa Stadium?
Research.
Oh man, how great would it be if you missed this?
I'm waiting for that miss, dude. That's how my luck is.
Missing energy. That would be so funny to me. No? Alright, cool. Yeah, this deck really is not good. This Koraidon deck.
I mean, despite its performance here, I don't think this one is either, to be fair. But maybe it is better than Koraidon.
It definitely is. At least better than this build. You're either drowning it. It's just one of those issues that decks that need a ton of energies suffer from. You either have a ton of them or you have none of them. And Rock Bullet just needs so many energies to do a lot of damage. Sure, I mean maybe I misplayed it. Maybe softening up your Leafeon with Great Tusk was the way to go. Hit for 40, hit for 40. But once you got 3 of those Spidops, you're just KOing anyway. So I can't even... Yeah. And it's super hard to build up a bunch of energies on the bench because Koraidon's ability ends your turn. So it's not even like, oh, well, I could just Ultra Ball, load up on Great Tusk, and then just accelerate, bring up Arc. No, Koraidon's ability is really bad. It's so bad.
And it's rougher, too, because if I knock out something that has energy on it, you're just immediately down a bunch of energy.
Yeah, I just lost...
So you're not even piling it up.
Yeah, I lost all that momentum. So it's like, yeah, I took 2 turns to power something up, and I let you eat my Diancies and everything. But now it's like, now what? You know, once I make that big attack, cool. But afterwards, what? Like, what do I do after that first big KO?
Yeah,
and that's where this deck really runs into problems. It just doesn't have. It takes so long to build up any momentum that it's not even like, oh, well, that momentum will carry you to the rest of the game. It's like, it'll get you a KO, maybe 2, and then what?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that whole building momentum real early thing, to me, that's how I felt about the Miraidon build that I brought last time, right?
Right.
It could theoretically have a real explosive early start, and then it fizzles.
Yeah.
Like I can get some energy there, and then it's just it burns itself out, and that's it.
So.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how decks roll.
Maybe in the future we'll get a better Annihilate EX, Tauros EX. That's a good fighting type EX. Right now, the ones that we have, the Lucario, the Great Tusk, Koraidon, none of them are any good. And I think those are all the fighting type EXs that we have. Are those 3?
I think we might be getting Ting Lu here fairly soon.
Okay.
So that's something to look forward to.
But those are all dark types as well. I mean, unless they give it the ground type, unless they use the alternate typing.
I think they'll probably go after the alternate typing because from what I've seen, they seem to like to favor pushing like the counter to what should have been the previous best decks. So I could see a dark, I can see a fighting, right? So maybe they'll give like Chi-Yu, maybe they'll give it dark, and then they'll give Ting Lu fighting or something. So they can counter Gardevoir and Miraidon. Because Gardevoir and Miraidon are definitely the best new decks out of Scarlet and Violet.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Well, either way, did you have any closing thoughts on Spidops? I know you heard me rant about Koraidon a little bit, but what did you think about your deck?
I mean, it worked, which is good. I mean, I've genuinely expected to brick. Like that, to me, like I even brought it up before we started recording. There's really no consistency cards in this deck. It's got such a heavy, thick Pokemon line that you don't really have room for it. Like you've got the barrel in your build, which is great and all, but like I just don't have room for it. That's why with the Roxanne, I had to make sure that I was completely set up or very close to completely set up before you hit me with it, because I would have just buckled under a Roxanne.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, Justin Basil, thanks so much for taking the time to hang out, play some games. I really appreciate it. Please go check out justinbasil.com, his YouTube, Twitter. I have all the links in the video description. That's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time. So there you have it. Koraidon EX versus Spidops EX. Oh boy, I really wish Koraidon was better. I really do. And I'm gonna, for full transparency, I am recording this before we do the battles, and I'm still saying that I wish Koraidon was better because I just know how this probably turned out not great. Or oh man, so there's my prediction. I'm recording this at 9:20 a.m. and Justin Basil and I don't record until 10 a.m. So obviously don't know what's happening, but oh god, it's just a feeling I have. So anyway, that's gonna do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. A huge thank you to Justin Basil for taking the time to come hang out and play some Pokemon on the channel with me. And let me know what your thoughts in the comments, and I guess that will be it. I'll see you next time.